What's up guys, StraightUp MTG here. Today I'm doing a Amulet Bloom deck tech. So yeah, I haven't actually played the deck yet. I'm considering building it in paper on how I like playing with it, and I'm gonna try it out. I'm not the best player at this because it is a very complicated deck. So I'll see how I can get better at playing this deck. So I'll start off the lands. 1 Colony Garden, 1 Golgari Rot Farm, a lot of bounce lands. Cavern of Souls because of Amulet and mainly Amulet and the Primeval Titan. You can search up these guys and then have them come in untapped with Amulet, and you can use the Summer Bloom. It's just all a combo deck. Cavern of Souls, Vesuva. This can enter as a copy of any land tapped. Sunhome, Fortress of the Legion, pretty much giving anything double strike. Radiant Fountain, Selesnya Sanctuary, Slayer's Stronghold. 1 Forest is our only basic. Boros Garrison, Temple of Mystery, 3 Gemstone Mine. Yeah, so pretty much just to add any color that we need. Gruul Turf, 3 of. Tendo Ice Bridge, 3 of. So this only enters with 1 charge counter. Alright, so yeah, I'll finish the lands first. 3 Teleria West to transmute for 3 costing stuff. We could transmute for Azusa. Is it? Oh, it's with converted mana cost 0. Okay, so we could transmute it for another land. I thought it was the same mana cost as you paid for the same amount as you paid for transmute, but that's not the case. 4 Simic Growth Chamber as our 2 main colors and our bounce land. Start off with artifacts. 4 Amulet of Vigor. Any of our lands that enter tapped, we can go ahead and untap them. All the creatures are pretty much to fetch out more lands. The prime time is what we usually win with, though. Oracle of Moldiah. We can play additional lands. We can play them off the top of our library as well. 2 Azusa Lost But Seeking. We can play 2 additional lands on each of our turns. And 4 Primeval Titan. Whenever he enters or attacks, we can search up for 2 lands. 4 Hive Mind. Now, I'm not really sure. This is kind of the part that's kind of foggy to me about this deck. So I get this spell and stuff, this enchantment, but I'm not really sure where it's what it's good against. So I haven't really played this deck. So please don't yell at me in the comments and say like I'm inexperienced and stuff, because I haven't played this deck and I don't really watch that much pro coverage. So yeah, I'll see how this works out in testing. 2 Pact of Negation. When we don't have mana open, counter target spell. 4 Summoner's Pact. We can search up for a green creature, which is all our creatures. So pretty much search for a creature for nothing and then pay for it at the beginning of our next upkeep. Sorceries, 4 Summer Bloom. To play 3 additional lands on that turn. That can get us up. We can play like I don't know exactly the combo, but we can get Prime Time out pretty early. Ancient Stirrings, 4 of. We can reveal a colorless card, so we could reveal Amulet, or I think we could reveal a land, since it's not, or a colorless non-land card. It's just a colorless card. Yeah. Lands are also colorless. Okay, it says that down there. So we can pretty much grab a land or Amulet. So that's very useful. 4 Serum Visions as cantrips, draw cards, scry 2. Very good, but also very expensive. Yeah. Sideboard, Grafdigger's Cage. Creature cards can't enter the battlefield from graveyards or libraries. Players can't cast cards in graveyards or libraries. So, this is pretty much to shut down any graveyard deck or like some card that says search your library for blah 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 and then put it onto the battlefield. Then that can't happen. Or or the same with your graveyard. 1 Spellskite to very versatile. Change the target of target spell to Spellskite. So if they try to kill our Primeval Titan, we can just pay blue or 2 life and have Spellskite die instead. So this one's kind of the ultimate team player. 2 Thragtusk. When it enters, gain 5 life, and when it leaves, put a 3/3 green beast. This was a star in Standard when it was in Standard. And now it just provides good value when it enters and when it leaves. So this can be good to take hits, or we can win with it too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but we need the extra life gain and the extra blocker. This is a really nice card to do that with. Hornet Queen, also extra blockers, especially with Death Touch. This just brings out a whole army of guys, which are great blockers. I almost like this card more on the defensive side. I think a lot of people do. I really like this card, honestly. Sigarda, Host of Herons, flying hexproof, and this can protect us against sacrifice. Liliana the Veil. They can't make us sack any of our creatures. And it's a 5/5 flying hexproof, which is a pretty solid body. Dragon Lord Dramoka. So pretty much to shut down anything. Gives us lifelink, which is nice, but having our opponents not be able to cast instants on our turn is very nice. 2 Seal of Primordium, pretty much to get rid of artifacts or enchantments when we need to. It's nice because if we have nothing to do on a turn, it's not a sorcery or an instant, so we don't have to have a target immediately. We can just play it and have it be a sitting enchantment, and then when they play a threat that we need, and that could also keep it in their hand. I mean, if they see we have a Seal of Primordium out, then they'll not cast their enchantment. Leyline of Sanctity. This just got reprinted in Modern Masters. 2 white. If it's in your opening hand, you can begin with the game with it on the battlefield, and you have hexproof. So, pretty much, if it's in your opening hand, you kind of score, and you can't be targeted by burn spells, mainly, by anything that says like target player and they target you. Swan Song to counter any enchantment, instant, or sorcery. That's rather big. It could counter stuff like Cryptic Command. It could counter things. I'm trying to think here. Jataxian Probe, anything that we really need it to counter. I'm not sure if those are the best examples, but yeah, it's a very versatile counter. Even though they get the 2/2 bird, it's not that big a deal. Ghost Quarter, just for land hate. If we have, or if we're facing the mirror, this can be good. Land destruction can be brutal against any deck. Or if we see, hey, this guy's not. I mean, this card it's alright. I mean, you can bring it in against certain matchups and it's good, so that's why it's in the sideboard. 2 Pyroclasm to finish it off against red deck wins, or against I don't know if this could really work against Rug aggro, but just to kill off all the small creatures and keep our creatures alive. Although all of ours are small, but we could play this, wipe out the board, and then play one of these guys. And then eventually get up to a prime time is hopefully the game plan. So yeah, I'll do a gameplay on this. I'll probably play it a few times. Let me know if you want me to record all of those times, and or just record one gameplay, because I'm gonna see how this plays out, and it's between this, Tron, and Infect for my paper deck. So, or at least so far, because those, I think this one's under like $500 or something, and hopefully Modern Masters cards will even go down further. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. So leave in the comments if you want to see all the gameplay and which deck you think I should build. Alright, thanks for watching guys.